This episode has been brought to you by DiceyGoblin.com, online board game retailer, where every board game is an award-winning board game. Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. We're going to start a new series on King of Tokyo today. We're going to start with a card close-up. There's not going to be an unboxing for this one because I got this copy of King of Tokyo used off of BGG. So no unboxing, we're going to go straight into the card close-up. So without anything else, let's get right into it. Alright, starting with the 2 energy cards. Monster batteries. You keep this one. When you purchase monster batteries, put as many energy on it as you want from your reserve. Match this from the bank. At the start of each turn, take 2 energy off and add them to your reserve. When there are no energy left, discard this card. Made in a lab. You keep this one. When you purchase cards, you can peek at and purchase the top of the deck. Solar powered. You keep this one. At the end of your turn, gain 1 energy if you have no energy. Alright, moving on to the 3 energy cards. Fire Blast. Discard this one and deal 2 damage to all other monsters. National Guard. Discard, gain +2 victory points and take 2 damage. Metamorph. You keep this one. At the end of your turn, you can discard any keep cards you have to receive the energy they were purchased for. Friend of Children. Keep this one. When you gain any energy, gain 1 extra energy. We're only making it stronger. You keep this one. When you lose 2 health or more, gain 1 energy. Poison Quills. You keep this one. When you score 3 2s, your attack deals 2 extra damage. Corner Store. Discard and gain +1 victory points. Plot Twist. You keep this one. Change 1 die to any result. Discard when used. Rooting for the Underdog. You keep this one. At the end of a turn, if you have the fewest victory points, gain 1 victory point. Rapid Healing. You keep this one. Spend 2 energy at any time to heal 1 damage. Energy Hoarder. Keep this one. You gain 1 victory point for every 6 energy you have at the end of your turn. Opportunist. You keep this one. Whenever a new card is revealed, you have the option of purchasing it as soon as it is revealed. Alien Metabolism. Keep this one. Buying cards costs you 1 less energy. Psychic Probe. You keep this one. You can re-roll a die of each other monster once each turn. If the re-roll is a heart, discard this card. Camouflage. Keep this one. If you take damage, roll a die for each damage point. On a heart, you do not take that damage point. Herd Color. Keep this one. You can change 1 of your dice to a 1 each turn. Stretchy. You keep this one. You can spend 2 energy to change 1 of your dice to any result. Complete Destruction. If you roll 1, 2, 3 heart claw energy, gain 9 victory points in addition to the regular results. Dedicated News Team. You keep this one and gain 1 victory point whenever you buy a card. Heal. Discard and heal 2 damage. Alright, moving on to the 4 energy cards. Regeneration. Keep this one. When you heal 1 extra damage. Poison Spit. Keep this one. When you deal damage to monsters, give them a poison counter. Monsters take 1 damage for each poison counter they have at the end of their turn. You can get rid of a poison counter with a heart. That heart does not also heal damage. Eater of the Dead. You keep this one and gain 3 victory points every time a monster's health goes to 0. Telepath. Keep this one. Spend 1 energy to get 1 extra reroll. Commuter Train. Discard to gain 2 victory points. Even bigger. Keep this one. Your maximum health is increased by 2. Gain 2 health when you get this card. Smoke Cloud. Keep this one. Place 3 smoke counters on this card. Spend 1 smoke counter for an extra reroll. Discard this card when all smoke counters are spent. Herbivore. Keep this one. Gain 1 extra victory point when beginning the turn in Tokyo. Deal 1 extra damage when dealing any damage from Tokyo. Tanks. Discard, gain 4 victory points, and take 3 damage. Background Dweller. Keep this one. You can always reroll any 3 you have. High Altitude Bombing. Discard. All monsters, including you, take 3 damage. So that's kind of a end game card right there if you're going to take everybody else out and barely keep yourself alive or something like that. Parasitic Tentacles. Keep, you can purchase cards from other monsters. Pay them the energy cost. Healing Ray. Keep this one. You can heal other monsters with your health results. They must pay you 2 energy for each damage you heal, or their remaining energy if they don't have enough. Omnivore. Once each turn you can score 1, 2, 3 for 2 victory points. You can also use these dice in other combinations. Gourmet. When scoring 1, 1, 1, gain 2 extra victory points. Armor Plating. Ignore damage when it is only 1 point. You keep this one as well. And Fire Breathing. Keep, your neighbors take 1 extra damage when you deal damage. Moving on to the 5 energy. Jets. You suffer no damage when yielding Tokyo. Burrowing. Keep this card and deal 1 extra damage on Tokyo. Deal 1 damage when yielding Tokyo to the monster taking it. Alpha Monster. Gain 1 victory point when you attack, and that's a keeper card. Giant Brain. You keep this one. You have 1 extra reroll each turn. Spike Tail. You keep this one. When you attack, deal 1 extra damage. Apartment Building. Discard and gain 3 victory points. Death from Above. Discard, gain 2 victory points, and take control of Tokyo if you don't already control it. Herbivore. Gain 1 victory point on your turn if you don't damage anyone. Jet Fighter. Discard and gain +5 victory points and take 4 damage. Freeze Time. It's a keeper card. On your turn where you score 1, 1, 1, you can take another turn with 1 less die. Moving on to the 6 energy. We've got Wings. Spend 2 energy to negate damage to you for a turn. It's one of my favorites right there. Skyscraper. Discard and gain 4 victory points. Acid Attack. You keep this one. Deal 1 extra damage each turn, even when you don't otherwise attack. Shrink Ray. Keep this one. When you deal damage to monsters, give them a shrink counter. A monster rolls 1 less die for each shrink counter. You can get rid of a shrink counter with a heart. That heart does not also heal damage. Nuclear Power Plant. Gain 2 victory points and heal 3 damage. Vast Storm. Discard and gain 2 victory points. All other monsters lose 1 energy for every 2 energy they have. Gas Refinery. Discard and gain 2 energy and deal 3 damage to all other monsters. Now for the 7 energy cards. Evacuation Orders. Discard and all other monsters lose 5 victory points. It Has a Child. Keep this one. If you're eliminated, discard all your cards and lose all your victory points. Heal to 10 health and start again. Extra Head. Keep and get 1 extra die. There's another extra head. You keep and get one extra die. And actually, I failed to mention, with the evacuation orders, you actually have 2 of those in the deck. Frenzy. Discard. When you purchase this card, take another turn immediately after this one. Nova Breath. You keep this one, your attacks damage all other monsters. And finally, the 2 8 energy cards. Mimic. Choose a card any monster has in play and put a Mimic counter on it. This card counts as a duplicate of that card as if it just had been bought. Spend 1 energy at the start of your turn to change the power you're mimicking. And finally, Energize. There we go. Energize. Discard and gain 9 energy. So there you have it. That's all the cards that come with the base set of King of Tokyo. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions you have in the comment section below. Next up, we'll be doing the rules video for King of Tokyo. And be sure to find me on Twitter, @boredoffline. I'm on BGG, the Baker 1983. I'm on Blender about every other week. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.